Hello, my name's Carl Mitchley and I'm a member of the 10th Essex Living History Group. So here it is, the last tutorial in the series depicting the equipment and uniforms used by the British Army during the Great War. We shall now look at 1918 and in particular the equipment typically used by a Lewis gunner of the 20th Service Battalion, the Durham Light Infantry. By 1918, 20 DLI were part of 124th Brigade, 41st Division, landing in France in May 1916. They entered the trenches at Armentières, fighting in the Ypres salient and the Somme before returning to Ypres to fight in the Battle of Messines and the Battle on the Menin Road. In November 1917 they moved to Italy and fought at the Piave River. In March 1918 they returned to France, first fighting back on the Somme and finishing the war in the Ypres salient. Here we have a 1902 service dress jacket with cloth slip-on titles. Also a leather jerkin, as preferred by machine gunners, as it was not as cumbersome as a greatcoat, and a set of 1914 pattern leather equipment set up in pistol order. Missing from this picture, but also carried, is the smallbox respirator. Here we can see a Mark V Mills bomb introduced in 1915 and a No. 36 Mills bomb introduced in 1918. Also, a Mark VI Webley, as favoured by machine gun crews as it was less cumbersome than a rifle. Here we see various letters and postcards as sent by soldiers from the front. These were provided free by many charitable organisations to encourage the writing of letters home. Also of note is a temperance card. Many soldiers pledged to abstain from the demon drink and vowed to be teetotal, at least until the end of hostilities. Here we can see a cloth slip-on shoulder title. Two types are available, printed and embroidered. They were supposed to replace the brass shoulder titles commonly seen, however brass titles were issued throughout the war. Printed were issued from 1915, with embroidered issued from June 1916. An order in February 1917 ordered the slip-on titles to be sewn onto the upper arm, although it was commonly still seen on the shoulder strap. Sat on a pair of fingerless gloves are 6 Mark II .455 rounds for the Webley service revolver. The Mark II round was the most common .455 round, issued from 1898 until 1939. They were carried loose in the 1914 pattern ammunition pouch. Also of note is a small tin of Mallock Armstrong ear defenders, as issued to artillery gunners and a prized item, highly sought after by machine gunners and tank crews. Here we can see the contents. They claimed ordinary sounds and conversation could be heard as normal with gunfire, and shell bursts rendered harmless to the ears. At the top of the picture, a soft cap with DLI cap badge is shown on top of the haversack, which would have been carried on the back. Folded under the haversack flap is the Mark VII raincape issued from May 1917. On top is a pair of wire cutters, and of note is the entrenching tool handle in the bayonet frog, as commonly worn by machine gunners who had no use for a bayonet. Here we have a comparison showing the difference in profile between the Mark V Mills bomb introduced in 1915 on the left and the No. 36 Mills bomb on the right. The No. 36 was introduced in May 1918 and stayed in British use until 1972. This concludes my series showing the differences of equipment for the British soldier from 1914 through to 1918. If you've enjoyed or found these episodes useful, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.